Hi guys, that was abysmal. Manchester City are out of the Champions League after a 3-1 defeat against Lyon. Absolutely embarrassing, abysmal, and we should be ashamed of ourselves. I'm genuinely, absolutely pissed off. Before I do that though, I have to say thank you to OneFootball. OneFootball helping support my channel. Please go and give OneFootball a download in the link in the description, which I've totally forgot to put in. Let me quickly go and find it. OneFootball are awesome, they're brilliant. And if you can support them, support my channel, that would be really, really, really appreciated. They're a fantastic channel. With absolutely loads of wonderful news stories. I know you might want to see that today, but please go and download OneFootball. It would help me absolutely loads. But that was abysmal. That was abysmal. There's no two ways, unfortunately, to view that. That was genuinely a very, very, very poor performance. I am absolutely fuming of how bad that was, and we genuinely should be ashamed of ourselves. City have to be better than that. We simply have to be better than that. And this 100% falls at the hands of Pep Guardiola. Unfortunately, it does. This is down to Pep Guardiola and no one else, unfortunately. This is on Pep, and he should be very frustrated with himself, and he should be very disappointed. We are out of the Champions League against a team that we should be beating. Basically, do you know what my problem with this game is? We do it to ourselves. I'm sorry, this is entirely down to Manchester City and no one else. It's entirely down to Guardiola and no one else. It's entirely down to our own mentality and no one else. Stephen, thank you so much. Hope this miss doesn't haunt Sterling. DM me Twitter to let me know when you're free with live streaming football and liver awareness. Okay, well, Stephen, DM me again and remind, but you're right. I hope it doesn't haunt him. But this is just not good enough. I'm sorry. My biggest frustration when the team lineup came out is the idea that we've messed up something, that we conceded the game before we'd even started. I genuinely believe we have. Patrick, thank you so much. Great job covering the channel. Thank you so much. I'll get onto your comments in a bit, but for now I want to rant about this game. I'm sorry. When I saw the team lineup, I felt straight away that we had conceded the game. And the reason is because essentially what we did is we told Lyon that they were good enough to beat us. Now, they may have known that, but the point is we changed our system so much to the extent that they felt like they could beat us. And honestly, football is a simple game sometimes. Football sometimes is about being more confident and stronger and more mentally aware than the other team. Being focused. Sorry, don't change it. Now, the way I see it is largely, you've got a big game. You forget footballers, right? They are human. They are people. And we could talk about the individual moments in the game or like, but I'm talking about the preparation and the mentality here. I'm not saying Pep out, don't get me wrong, but Pep, he's fucked up. He's fucked up, and this entirely falls onto him. And football, basically, footballers are people. They are people. They feel pressure. They are aware of it at the same time. And largely, when you're a person and you're aware of the situation, what do you want? When you're in a nervous situation, you want familiarity. You want comfort around you. You've got basically, you're playing in front of no fans. That is weird as fuck. You're playing in a neutral venue. That is also a little bit weird. Let's be honest. You're playing in Lisbon. It's very weird. Already two little very strange things on there. And you've got a team that finished 7th this season. Seventh, genuinely. Lyon are a good side. They are not a great side. We've got that basically, a team that finished that low. And what we've gone and done is looked at them and gone, we can't beat them unless we defend higher or defend more. What does that tell the players? The players thinking, oh God, maybe we can't beat them. And what you've got basically is players trying to deal with a Champions League quarter-final, a huge game, the last game of the season. We're trying to deal with a massive thing. So they're trying to deal with the pressure of that game. And then what they've got to go and do at the same time is they've got to try and learn a new system at the same time. You don't try new ideas in a game when it matters that much to focus. The players should be focusing on one thing, and that is the absolute magnitude of the game, the enormity of the game. They shouldn't be focusing on new ideas, especially against an inferior team. And I'm sorry, but Lyon aren't Manchester City. They don't have the resources we do. They don't have the players we do. They are a good team, do not get me wrong, but they are not a great team. And we should not concede our style, our identity, and our confidence. We should not concede our confidence to a team not on our level. And as Adebayo just said, he's expected it, and it was the back of my mind. And I kind of did. I was confident because what we've got is a team that was playing well. We had that incredible victory against Real Madrid, against a team better than Lyon. And what did we do? We changed everything. Everything. What Guardiola said to those players subconsciously is, you guys, how you played that week, that was brilliant, but it ain't good enough to beat Lyon. And sometimes you can just overthink. And I'm sorry, that is the key factor here. Guardiola has overthought this game, and he has. I know there are moments in this game, but that first half, he changed it after about 55 minutes, and that's when we started to come into the game. But the damage was already done. We lost too much ground. I'm sorry. we gave up as soon as the game kicked off. I'm sorry, we did. We literally gave the game to Lyon, and I truly believe that. Yes, VAR, we'll get onto that in a bit, but football is a simple game. You do not confuse players when they do not need to be confused, when they need to focus on one thing, and that one thing is the enormity of the situation. And as Shizzle Dizzle just said, he has to take the blame, and he does. You're right. I'm sorry, this is entirely on Pep. Pep is a world-class manager, but he has a blind spot, and sometimes player psychology is important. You can talk about tactics and all you like, and this is not even about the fact that this is not even about the setup. It's about why we did the setup. It's about the fact that it was a new setup. It's about what this says to the players. I'm sorry, but this is entirely on the psychological impact of doing what we did. It told the players that you weren't good enough to beat them in the way you played against Real Madrid, which was a massive victory, and it told Lyon that we didn't feel comfortable. It gave Lyon pressure. Lyon played their usual game, and we changed ours for Lyon. Make teams change for you. Make them change for you. Don't concede it. Don't concede it. Make them change for you. And it's a mentality thing entirely. I am not going to tell us we're frauds or anything like that, but I am frustrated, and I'm allowed to be frustrated. And you're allowed to wonder if. Put it this way. Fans, as soon as they saw the team, as soon as they saw that lineup, fans, they felt apprehensive. I'm heartbroken too, Tom Stevenson. Thank you so much. As soon as we saw that team on Twitter, all the fans felt cautious. And why did we feel cautious? Because Pep's team was cautious. And when we felt cautious, we felt apprehensive. Because what does a cautious team say to you? It says we don't know fully if we can beat them. And when you say that, you're basically conceding confidence. You're conceding ground. So if fans don't feel cautious, what's to say, or apprehensive, what's to say that the players aren't feeling cautious or apprehensive? And you've got to bear in mind as well, footballers once again are human. Footballers, they react to these news stories in the way that we do. Footballers will think, well, we tried a weird system against Liverpool, it didn't work. We tried a weird system against Spurs in the first leg last year, and it didn't work. So wonder if it's not going to work again. What's to say that as soon as Pep didn't start trying different things and they just beat Real Madrid, one or two players went, do we really need to do this? As much as they love Pep, sometimes if we can think it as players and pundits can point it out, there's absolutely no reason that players also can't feel that same thing. And that's what it comes down to me. And as soon as that kind of stuff happens, you start to lose it. You start to lose the arrogance that you need. Look at Real Madrid winning it constantly. Look at Barca. Barca didn't change it for anyone under Guardiola. That great Barca team, they didn't fucking bow down to anyone. They stood up to people, looked him in the eye and said, no, you're our bitch. You're going to change for us. But we didn't. We give in. We change our style for them. Real Madrid, do you really think they gave a shit? Do you really think Ronaldo gave a shit and Ramos? No. These are winners, and they stood up and they looked at the team, and Zidane said, we will play our game and we will win this competition. And I'm sorry, we bottled it. We have absolutely bottled it, unfortunately. We unfortunately have bottled it, and this is entirely... fourth year of this, what goes inside Pep's head? Luke Lemmy, I would never know the answer, unfortunately. But unfortunately, Pep is fantastic, but he does have a blind spot. As soon as I saw the team, a friend had texted me beforehand saying, someone I know saying, Pep's doing his Pep thing again. I didn't know the team, but as soon as I heard that, I panicked. I was like, oh my God, that's it. I got nervous as soon as I saw the team. That's a very bad call. If we know it's going to happen beforehand, and maybe the player's going to know it's going to happen beforehand, Pep, what are you doing? Give Lyon a reason to be scared. Don't give them a reason to be confident. It's the greatest compliment you can do if you change a system that has won that many things, that many trophies, just to play a team in seventh. And I'm sorry, they're a good team, but they are not a great team once again. You know what's really frustrating as well is you just know in the 17-18 season or the 18-19 season, the 18-19 season when we won 14 games in a row at the end of the Premier League to win it, beating very good teams, we absolutely steamrolled the league with grit and determination. And you just know that if we'd had this Lyon game during that, we would have changed our system anyway. We would have done exactly the same thing again. Pep, you have too much time to think about it. And sometimes, Pep, I love you loads. But people can be simple. You know, sometimes the simple solution is just, let's just do what we do best. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's not try and learn a new system. Let's not thinking, right, where do I have to be? If you've got players, right, thinking during a big game with the pressure on them, pressure raining down on them, and that expectation, if you've got players during a big game going, oh, what am I meant to be doing again? You've got their head in two different places. You want their head focused and then trying to deal with that pressure. Not focused, trying to deal with that pressure and trying to deal with a new system. There's just too much going on inside their grey matter. Pep, you've got a computer brain. These people, you're savant, you can handle it. But most footballers, it's just too much. And I'm sorry, it's on you, Pep. It's unfortunately on you. We'll talk about individual moments. Yes, the VAR. I'm sorry, I thought it was interfering with play. Poor, very poor. But at the same time, I can't moan too much. I feel like that's one of those situations where, as bad as it is, there's more to it than that. Sterling miss, absolutely shocking. But that, once again, comes down to the weight and the pressure on that moment, in my personal opinion. He doesn't miss that if it's 1-1, I don't think. Sorry, he doesn't miss that if we're winning. He doesn't miss that if we're winning or we're feeling confident. He doesn't miss that sometimes, I reckon. But I feel as well, defensively, I'm so bored. If we're going to play a high line, by the way, can we play a team that has pace at the back? I mean, Garcia, to be fair to him, he won his challenge when he chased back for that first goal. He won his challenge, but he was too slow to keep up with the defender. If we're going to play literally on the halfway line, can we have defenders who can keep up? Get Koulibaly or Diego Carlos, please get them in. Get defenders with pace who can keep up with forwards if they have a head start. They've got no chance of catching up. And even then, once again, what did we see? We didn't see Fernandinho or Kyle Walker tracking Cornet. When Garcia finally won the ball, no one was tracking that man because, do you know why they weren't tracking? Because they were both waiting for someone else to track it. And do you know why they were both waiting for someone else to track the player? Because it was a different system and they weren't quite sure who was meant to be tracking it. Fernandinho and Kyle Walker are not lazy players. They do not follow the man just because they don't know what to do. They're not like that. If Fernandinho and Walker aren't following a man, it's because they don't know what to do in this moment. And unfortunately, this is entirely on Guardiola. Pep, I love you, but you've set us up for a defeat. You set us up for a defeat, unfortunately. And once again, this is entirely on you. You're a fantastic manager, but this is once again a very, very disappointing end to the season. Guys, please download OneFootball in the link in the description, by the way. It'd really cheer me up massively. Hit the subscribe button as well if you want to. It'd be very useful. Also, likewise, I'm devastated that David Silva has gone out this way. David Silva has gone out this way. We put David Silva out of this. I'm sorry. And it's absolutely embarrassing for David Silva. It's not fair on him. And once again, like, the team that worked so well against Real Madrid, why did we change our system so negatively against a team that aren't as good as Real Madrid? Why did we do that? Where was Phil Foden? It's absolutely criminal that someone with his energy isn't involved on the pitch. Bernardo Silva, right? Bernardo Silva is all energy. He was good against Real Madrid when he came on as well. So Bernardo Silva, all energy. And also, guess where he was? Lisbon. He was literally back at home. Bernardo Silva is in the most comfortable place in the world for him. So what do we... These things matter. I'm sorry. These things actually matter. Players do feel that way. Their family nearby, they are aware of this kind of stuff. So what do? We don't put him anywhere near the pitch. What is that about? You got Bernardo Silva, right? In Lisbon, he doesn't get him on. Phil Foden, how much does this club mean to Phil Foden? How much does it mean to him? It means the world. Phil Foden loves this club and he couldn't get on. His desire to create something in this game would have been absolutely huge. Pep, you got it wrong, man. You absolutely got it wrong, unfortunately. I'm not saying Pep out, but there are real question marks, and he needs to come out and discuss it. And someone needs to tell him in that dressing room, Pep, you fucked us over, man. We love you, Pep, but you got it wrong. If we can be apprehensive once again, the players can be apprehensive. And when that happens straight away, that is when, you know... Just look at De Bruyne's face in that first half. He looked frustrated. I saw someone say at half-time, saying, look, well, we've had 5 shots to their 2. It's not that disastrous at half-time. Literally, 3 of them came in the last 5 minutes of that half. It was just an apathetic, weak half. You know me, guys. If you're watching this channel regularly, you know I am not one for scapegoating. I am not one for throwing my toys out the pram. But sometimes I will call it as it is, and this was just not good enough. By the way, there's 1,600 people watching, which is absolutely insane. I'm a good guy. Give this video a like, get it up to near 1,000. If you're watching this, and you're watching this as a rival fan, you're welcome to rub it in my face. I don't blame you. I would be doing the same if I was in your situation. But at least give this video a like, or at least give my channel a subscribe, because I'm a good guy and we deserve it on this channel. I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. Pep, you have fucked us over massively, big time. We need a few changes. We need a few winners coming into this team. Next season, Garcia, Garcia like the lad, but he doesn't have the pace or the for the high line. Fernandinho sadly looks like an old man. That was ready to be sent off at any point. He cannot be an option at centre-back next season. He's just sixth choice at best. Koulibaly or Diego Carlos needs to come in. We need to see a team full of energy. David Silva's gone, unfortunately. Leroy Sané's gone. As far as I'm concerned, Fernandinho is not where he needs to be anymore. This is an abysmal night for Manchester City Football Club. Lyon are a good team, but they are not a great team. They are not even close to a great team, and we do need to realise what just happened tonight. Pep should be on the phone now to Sheikh Mansour, and he should be apologising. And likewise to Khaldoon. This should entirely... I don't want to put the VAR thing, which in my opinion, by the way, was nonsense. How can you not interfere with play if you're doing a dummy? And also, I mean, maybe he didn't foul him, but he took his heels down. There's too many things there involved. It's our own fault still. It's our own fault still. Shocking defending, a lack of leadership, just confused players, tired players, apprehensive players, and it's just weak and it's embarrassing. Brian Tinasaska saying, after making that false nine Messi decision, I think Pep believed he was a game-changing manager and really his boss team was at his best, but he didn't tinker too much. You're probably right, unfortunately, mate. Pep is a game-changing manager. He's a fantastic world-class manager, but Pep can also get carried away. Every great manager has their blind spot, and Pep is his own ego. Someone needs to stand up to Pep and go, Pep, mate, stop it. I love you, Pep, but please just wind it in a little bit. Play your strongest team, because I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. Mr. J16, thank you for the comment. Back again. Pep arrogance has hurt us once again. Weirdly, Mr. J, I don't think it's arrogance. I don't even think it's arrogance. I think it's insecurity. Like, trust your players. Trust your players. Trust the system that you... I don't know what it is. Is it arrogance to think that he needs to change his style to be a little bit more conservative? Is it arrogance? It doesn't seem like that to me. It seems like a very different kind of thing, you know? It seems like he's actually conceding it because he's a little bit insecure about it. Whatever it is, it's weak. It's weak. TJ Scott, Pep time and time again has put out bullshit lineups. He has to be on the hot seat. He is in the hot seat and he has to... Yeah, he's up shit creek at the moment and he's got to defend himself because City have to be better than this. I think Sterling, by the way, the miss, it's bad, but Sterling played pretty well, I thought. I thought he was pretty useful. Good assist for the goal. I still maintain that Sterling, the pressure on the team at this moment affected that chance. He's got to score that. He has to score it. My reaction during the watch along was just one of utter disbelief. And then, of course, the other end, they go down and score. It's just not good enough. It's absolutely not good enough. I don't think Guardiola will go. I think we were close to signing players. Who knows? Maybe he'll just decide to walk out. But this is... Honestly, how many people thought we were going to lose when we saw that team? I still felt we might win, but I was shitting it. I was absolutely shitting it. And sometimes you just hate being right, you know? You hate being right. Football is a simple game. Don't overcomplicate it. Football is all about focus. In the big moments, the team... If you've got two good teams, the one that's most focused, most organised, the most familiar with the system will usually win. Genuinely. It's insecurity, not arrogance. Kevin De Bruyne agrees with me. I mean, it doesn't strike me as arrogant because an arrogant is playing all the strikers. It's like he's put defenders on because he respects Lyon too much. It's like, have a little bit of cockiness, man. Be arrogant. Be ballsy. Look them in the eye. Make them scared of you. But not this kind of apathetic bullshit. Don't run from them. Make them run from you. I'm sorry, but that's what... During the league games, right? Teams turn up against us, and they're already beaten during our great sides. But at the moment, what we've got here, in the Champions League, we are a team that absolutely fears anyone. And it simply isn't good enough. It has to change. Will we change? Who knows? But Guardiola, you have too much time to think about these things. Keep it simple. Mr. J saying arrogance or ignorance, but you're right, it's weak. Keep up the great content though, mate. Everyone download OneFootball and subscribe. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. J. Please download OneFootball in the link in the description below. It helps support an honest Manchester City fan and fan channel. And even fans of rival teams, it's honestly the best app on the market. So please, even look at Dr. Dread there laughing at me. And do you know what? I don't blame anyone laughing at me. I admire your Schadenfreude. If you're an opposition fan, right? Opposition fan, football is all about Schadenfreude. It's about rivalry, so I do not blame anyone. I'm not salty. I am not salty. I can't blame anyone but ourselves. And I don't blame anyone who wants to mock at me or laugh at me. You go for it. You have your little moments. City have had some great moments. But this has been a poor season. And this has defined our season, I guess. very much. Ellis Mahoney, Sterling moment changed the game after they scored, and you were right. Unfortunately, you are big on right. Unfortunately, it did. There's no point crying, mate. New patrol. Devin. Devin, you absolute hero. We never win at home and we never win away. We lost last week and we lost today. We've been fans for a while. Hope your night gets easier. Thank you so much, Devin. Everyone, Devin, you absolute legend. That's a ridiculous amount of support, Devin. Thank you so much. We'll be here next season and we will win more trophies, I'm sure. But Devin, it frustrates me, mate. You're a hero, Devin. Thank you. Message me on Twitter, Devin. Anything I can do for you. Hero. Thank you, Devin. Round of applause to Devin. Mayor Goodella, Guardiola betrayed us today. He really did. We needed Foden Bernardo's work rate today. Starting 3-5-2 was a joke with KDB out wide. It was indeed. Don't put KDB out wide. Come on. Put him through the middle. Put runners ahead of Kevin De Bruyne. There was only 2 runners ahead. I didn't swear at you by accident then. Only 2 runners ahead of Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne needs angles. He needs people running off this way and that way and there, moving around him. Create opportunities for Kevin De Bruyne to pass the ball. Even Guardiola should know that. By the way, for one, that's what I say. I don't proclaim to know more than Guardiola. He knows more about football than any of us watching this. But I know enough about people. I really like to think I'm pretty good with people. Nicola probably attests to that, right? I'm pretty good with people.
You're amazing.
Thank you, Nicola, my fiancée, but my back there. I know people, right? And I know what people like. People like familiarity. They like comfort. They like feeling confident. They like feeling bullish. They like feeling like they are. You win, basically. If you have self-belief, you win more. You do. If you feel like you're better than someone else, it's the whole, you can believe things into existence. And what we saw today is a team that actually believed they weren't good enough. And that's what's happened. Once again, by the way, that's what I say. Big thank you to Devin. Devin Redden, you're a hero, pal. Give me a DM on Twitter, Devin, if you are following. Today, unfortunately, we conceded this game ourselves. Ghosty Grades. I don't know who's spamming. There's so many comments. Ghosty Grades. If you tell me the name of that person, I will spam him. Someone called Stylebender just said, you are so cute. Thank you. So is that you, Nicola? But then we're whistling emojis. Nicola's probably not happy about that one.
No, I'll let them say that. You are very...
It's frustrating. I mean, what I will say, a little bit of perspective. I'm going to breathe now. I have 25 minutes of ranting there. Perspective time. We are Manchester City Football Club. We are going to splash some big cash, guys. Fans of the opposition watching this, we are going to fucking spend a shit ton of money. And there's absolutely nothing about it you can do. And we will win more trophies. And we will be hanging around for awful. They are never going to leave this club. We'll be around for an awful long time. And we're going to win more trophies. We'll buy players. Ferran Torres will bring in a big mentality. Ake will help. We'll sign Koulibaly. Maybe we'll sign Husam Aouar. What a baller, by the way, Aouar is. Maybe we'll sign him. There's got to be changes. Alokik Singh saying Laporte was abysmal. 2 quarterfinals in 2 years and 2 absolute shockers. Worrisome. I don't think he was as bad as he was against Spurs, but I agree he wasn't good today, unfortunately. But once again, I do believe in this instance, you can almost understand his poor performance because once again, he was put in a situation where he was trying to deal with a new system to learn. Don't make players learn new things when they're trying to focus on the enormity of the occasion. It's just simple. It's simple rules. It's absolutely simple rules. But City will be back. We've got billions in the bank. And we will be back and we will be winning games. This season has been terrible. It's been terrible now. By our own high standards. I mean, by everyone else's standards, it's been a good season. We won the Carabao Cup about 6 billion years ago, it feels like. We won the Carabao Cup. We should have got through to the final of the FA Cup, which is poor. Miles off the pace in the Premier League. Not good enough, unfortunately. And now we've crashed out to... Lyon. How do you beat Real Madrid 2-1 twice and then beat 3-1 by Lyon? Someone answer that question for me. How do you do that? How do you do that? It's just absolutely Manchester City in a nutshell. Individually, where to start? We get. I mean, there was so many kind of flaky performances. For Cancelo, by the way. I'm going to drink a wine. Cancelo, by the way, I thought I had a pretty decent game. I got there in the end. Chris Goff, by the way, he said a United fan here. Chins up. This happens at the business end. Builds history. Lose with grace. Banter side. What a good guy, by the way. Thank you so much, Chris. You're goodbye. Richie Rifle, what a name. We need a target man for when teams park the bus as an option. Quite possibly, mate. Quite possibly. I think tonight that wasn't even a problem. They weren't even parking the bus. That's what's frustrating. Lyon didn't even park the bus. They just played their normal style, and it was good enough anyway. Yes. Pep. And what I will say as well, largely, it took Ferguson, like Alex Ferguson won, 2 Champions League in his lifetime. It's like 20 years being there. I know he didn't. I know Guardiola spent an awful lot of money as well, and he has indeed, and he needs to be better than that. Philly BR, because you're just spamming now, so I'm going to put you in timeout. But unfortunately, that is just not good enough. I will be doing 5 things learned from the game tomorrow. I'll be dissecting this in big time. But to now, I want to go back to that point. Please keep it simple sometimes. Please play to your strengths. Don't play to the opposition's strengths. Don't invite them open. Play to your strengths. It's such a simple idea. Have energy, have belief, have that big boy mentality. It is a thing for a reason. Football is an aggressive sport, right? Football is a sport literally fueled by testosterone. Players are literally running around that pitch being aggressive. It's a battle between 22 men on the pitch. So what do? Hype them up, get them going, pump them up, put the fear of life into those Lyon players. Don't come out and go, oh, they could beat us. They could beat us. So we should just defend a little bit more. Don't do that. I'm sorry. Just grow a pair. Genuinely grow a pair. Fucking go for him. Absolutely have them. Dean Howard saying Rodri poor in a big game, not for the first time. To be honest, Dean, I think everyone was poor. Maybe you're entitled to think that entirely, but I think the system fucked us all over. Yeah, he wasn't good. But, where'd you start? One of many, unfortunately, were good. By the way, I'm more and more convinced that Garcia isn't the solution. Sorry, that's not because he's leaving, but I'm just bored of him watching and not be able to keep up with people. He's not very fast and he's not very strong. It's the awkward conversation we need to have. Please, hope we get some money for him. I want a couple of powerful centre-backs. I want some warriors. Man. Some fight. Vincent Kompany, how good would he have been in this game? But once again, maybe even he couldn't have saved us during this. Disappointing, frustrating, but also, sadly, not surprising. Matt said we would be pissed if I was player. Pep didn't back them with his set-up lineup. Exactly. Once again, go back to that point I made earlier. What's to say, right, that the players don't feel the same way that we do as City fans? What's to say that? What's to say the players aren't looking at that formation, that lineup, and questioning Pep, right? So basically, against Liverpool when we tried the weird shit with Gundogan on the right, Spurs last year when we went cautious and we were playing great at the time and we just conceded the game at Spurs and changed our system. What's to say the players don't have those immediate doubts? When Pep said after that Real Madrid game, the players are all fired up, like we could beat anyone, we're all pumped up. And Pep goes, right, so Lyon guys, we're going to abandon the system that's just beat Real Madrid. What we're going to do is change the way we play entirely. You've got to learn all these new things. But Pep, we've not played this whole season. No, trust me guys. And they go, okay, Pep. And I guarantee you one or two would have looked at each other and gone, do you know what you do when your boss suggests something stupid and you both got at each other? I'm sorry, they're human. And I 100% believe, I can't prove it, but if we can think it as fans, I tell you, are you telling me at least a few people in that squad wouldn't think about it? And when that happens, you've lost already. You have to have this bullish faith. Someone else said to me on Twitter, that looked like what Mourinho would have done if he was managing this Manchester City team. And that's it in a nutshell. That is a brutal assessment of this. Unfortunately, it did look like something Mourinho would have done. And the football hasn't been good all season. The defence is weak. We are lacking leaders. We are lacking a little bit of inventiveness. Kevin De Bruyne looked absolutely exhausted. He looked tired and he looked fed up with the team around him. There's too many players that didn't have the bite. As far as I'm concerned, Fernandinho is just not good enough for us. I love Fernandinho. I love you, mate. But he's not got the energy anymore to play midfield because he spent a season at defence, which has blunted his senses, and he doesn't have the legs for centre back or the awareness. Unfortunately, he doesn't got it anymore. Garcia is not the answer. He really isn't. Cancelo looked decent. Walker didn't look comfortable in this system. He didn't track his man for the first goal. No one did. Absolutely no one did. So there's too many problems. Absolutely too many problems. Fortunately, Pep is a very good manager. There's no point denying that, but he's not perfect. No one's perfect. Richie Rifle, once again, thank you so much for the comment, Richie. Absolutely appreciate it. 666 likes, by the way. I don't like that. Please get some likes up there if you don't mind. Give this video a like. Subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. I need 51 more subscribers to get it to roll up to 39,600. Richie said we definitely need pace at centre-back as we play a high line. We saw how much difference Walker made when he first came. Richie, You're so spot on. I've been saying that throughout the video. We need pace at the back if we're going to play a high line. You cannot play a high line without pace. It is literally, you're playing with fire. You're dancing, you're dicing with death. You're dancing with death, whatever, dicing. You're shooting yourself in the foot and other idioms. If you're going to play a high line, have recovery pace. It's just suicidal. Get up and Moncano in. Get Diego Carlos in. Even Koulibaly's got pace. You need to have the players for the system. As Brian just said, why didn't Bernardo play? I am not just moaning for the sake of it. I am not a moaning for the sake of it. But you saw my tweets before the game. I felt like this was going to happen. And that's what's happened. Unfortunately, that's happened. Guys, I love you all loads. I want to say thank you once again to Devin and Red and for the big support and everyone else who's supporting on this channel. Give the video a like. Go down on One Football. It would mean a lot. Hersham, read your comments, please. There you go. I've read loads of comments, mate. I've been reading loads out. There's so many going on. Please download Football in the link in the description below. It's a wonderful app. It supports the channel. Please hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to this channel. It would mean a lot if you could subscribe. It's very frustrating. We were shite. Absolutely abysmal. Pep has a lot to answer. The knives are out for Pep. And I'm sorry, all these rival fans laughing at Manchester City. Yeah, fair play. Fair play. We deserve it. Pep. All the criticism Pep's going to get now. I can't really defend it. I just can't defend it. I cannot defend it, unfortunately. It is poor. It is shit. And we weren't good enough. And it's entirely on us. With absolutely no one to blame. I can't even point the finger at the VAR stuff. Vishnu, thank you so much. Sad day for us City fans. Not expected at all. Vishnu, you're right. Guys, I love you all loads. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for the stream. Download on Football. There'll be brighter days. We'll win more trophies. And finally, for the rival fans watching this, we're going to spend loads of money. We're going to win loads more trophies. And we ain't going anywhere. In a bit, bitches.